Welcome to Open Talk with Sridhar Chillara. So today we have two distinguished guests on the topic of global pandemic, especially our focus is on India. India has undergone phase one, coronavirus, and later phase two turned to be very deadly with many deaths and many people have suffered. They've lost their kith and kin. Now, not even a month is over. Now the people are talking about the third wave. So we really do not know. Everybody thought that this corona is over with the phase one and regularly all the offices and everything, normal public came back into normal life. And again, the second COVID came and it turned to be a total disastrous and people are losing confidence levels. And with the third announcement of third phase is coming soon. Now, people are thinking, is there any solution or stop point to this? And not only India, even it is spreading to the new variant called Delta Plus or Delta. It is coming into USA, UK, and many countries, and it is spreading rapidly. People are hearing this variant is more worse than the phase two. So to talk about this Delta Plus, how it is going to be different, and is it like a common like phase two or phase one, or is it going to be a severe? And if it happens, we hope it's not going to happen. If it happens and India hits that phase three or even global, what are the precautions and what are the solutions we have on the table to discuss on this subject? We have a great scientist come, business entrepreneur, Mr. Dr. M.S. Reddy, and he is currently serving as the president of USA-based American Dairy and Food Consulting Laboratories and International Media of Cultures, IMAC Incorporated, with 12 manufacturing facilities in 8 states. And he has been applied, he has degrees of field of applied microbiology, even from the age of 21. And United States has saved over $1 trillion through his innovations. And currently he has around 160 national and international awards and around 160 patents. And if I'm not mistaken, we will hear from him, around 150 US and international patents he has. So he is the authority on the subject of microbiology and virologist, and he's the scientist. So with the patents, and we are going to be talking on him more about it and going to hear more about from him. And also we have he's from USA, he's joining from Colorado. And we have another distinguished guest. He's the scientist who worked with the Indian defense for 20 years and having multiple experiences. And he claims that he has a good solution for this pandemic. No matter what the phase one or phase two or phase three or any variant, he has a permanent solution. We would like to hear from him what he has and how is he going to stop. So let's join the show. Welcome, Dr. M.S. Reddy and Sastry Garu. How are you today?
Thank you, sir.
I'm fine, sir.
So to start with Dr. M.S. Reddy, so just I briefed about you because it's a public information, is available everywhere about you. And now, so just, a few lines, like how your journey has started and how the people call you. And I know that recently your video of having a buttermilk, freshly, cultured buttermilk or curd can cure corona. You also claim that in a simple layman, people who can't afford the money, that is also the best cure you claim. And it has gone like viral. So just tell us about yourself now, M.S. Reddy Garu.
My background, Sridhar, you summarized it beautifully. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think I can add any more. And you've been a friend for me, and you know me well for a long time. And
that's
then
why I have summarized based on my limited knowledge.
Yeah, you summarized very well. And then I did originally I'm a veterinarian. I got my BVSc in India, which is a DVM in America. And then I came to United States when I was 19 years old. I started schooling here, and I changed my field, veterinary medicine, to microbiology. Microbiology, my master's degree was on bacteria, which is Streptococcus, relating to the food industry. And then I did that. And also that became very popular, and I came up with a differential auger. It's the first time in the history I broke the record when I was young, 21 years old. And then for my PhD, I worked on the viruses, bacterial viruses, because they were plaguing America and Europe at that time, killing the bacteria. And I was the first person to isolate those viruses, especially Lactobacillus helveticus virus. And that is so United States got the credit for that. Okay, I was the first one to do it. And then I came up with a process to stop the virus. Okay, and then that is a pandemic in America at that time. And I also fought another viral infection all over the world, a pandemic on shrimp, that virus. Okay, so this pandemics is not a new thing for me to fight. Okay, that gives you my background. And then to answer your second question, you asked a beautiful question. Why did my talk become so viral? Millions and millions of people are watching and they're calling me or complimenting me. When I was in India, Sridhar, I went to India. I was honored by the SV Institute of Medical Sciences. So I went to Tirupati. That's where I went to high school and college. So it's a plus for me. And that appeared on television and the ETV, everybody caught on with it. And they wanted to know, sir, what do we do since you have a virology background? So the simplest thing I did, when I was in India, Sridhar, what I noticed, people are very depressed. They're scared. They're scared because the fear of unknown, because they don't know what this virus will do. They don't have any background on it. They know that it could hit you anytime. So consequently, and the hospitals were full, there was no oxygen and the ambulances were not there. And then consequently, the fear got onto the people. What I did on that, I did write, incidentally, I am a member of the, life member of the API. And also I wrote several articles, okay, on depression issue and also how a depressed individual loses his immunity. That's what I wrote several articles on. Just to give you an idea, a depressed individual, it's like looking at a tiger, okay? If I look at a tiger, I get scared. Why? Because in our brain, there is a small element called amygdala. This amygdala senses the fear, sends the message to hypothalamus in the brain, and then it goes to the pituitary gland. And then pituitary gland calls for various scare hormones. Okay, hey, there is danger out here. See, this amygdala doesn't know whether it's a tiger or a coronavirus, or is people talking about it. So what happened here? This pituitary gland produces all these stress-related hormones, cortisols, all these things. So when it happens, your immune system goes down. See, what happened to these people? You need the immune system to fight the virus, okay, which I will talk about that. So what happened here, when they get scared, it's like generally when we are under stress, like let's say some problem is bothering you, then what happens? We get the sore throat, we get the cold. It's a common thing. All human beings go through that. Even one day you sense it, that immunity coming down and then the virus takes on, okay? So what I did, first thing I did, said, don't get scared, okay? Don't develop confidence, okay? Now, the second thing I told him is, well, how do we improve the immunity then? Okay, to do the immunity, and you said it rightly, what is that you're talking about? Buttermilk, okay? I specialized in this field. In America, you know that, being staying in America, the bacteria we use to make the cultured products are controlled by FDA, and we have to follow the Code of Federal Regulations to make any of these products. Like a buttermilk in America, we have to use a specific organism, and those are the organisms we manufacture, and this is very expensive, okay? But this is a law-abiding country, then we got to follow these rules. Yeah. Now, India, I've been studying this for a long time, Sridhar. Even though these organisms, we have it, I have 700 bacteria in our culture collection and everything. India, I found something. Because being born in India, raised in India, and I saw what went on in India, I tried to correlate Indian buttermilk we make at home, right? This Indian buttermilk has a very peculiar therapeutic property. In other words, those bacteria are not from the lab. They are there times immemorial. I even credited our Lord Krishna. 5,000 years ago, this practice started in India, and every meal we have to finish with the buttermilk. this buttermilk has variety of bacteria. These bacteria are called probiotics. They're in the nature. They're given in the nature. These probiotics are the ones that improve the immunity in the body. Okay. So what I told him is, rather than spending too much money, because we have a lot of people, middle class people, and then little poorer sector people, and they can't afford to go to the hospitals and all that. I said, the simplest way you can do, beef up, don't get scared, number one. Number two, make the buttermilk, hold it for 12 hours. The reason I told them 12 hours is that number of bacteria will go up, concentration go up, and also the bacterial end product is called immunomodulin. This immunomodulin is the one that turns on the immune system to produce, people will understand this one, to produce the T regulatory cell and also the inflammation reducing interleukin, IL-10. You need these two to reduce the cytokine storm, okay? And then it also beefs up the immunity. That is why I told them, in a layman's term, I told them, drink the buttermilk, but ferment it for 12 hours, make it at home, just like the way we are doing. India is gifted with that because Lord Krishna gave it to us. We carried on, living in your house and my house. Okay, we all know that. Every day they use the same culture to make the buttermilk. And that's why I said, it is in simple scientific terms that buttermilk, Indian buttermilk is nothing but multiple mixed strain probiotic with immunomodulins in scientific terms.
So you are claiming that with your buttermilk, the people get the more immunity. So the immunity is a key element of not getting the COVID. So basically you are focusing on building up the immunity basically through the buttermilk concept. It's not a cure, but it's only the sort of building up the immunity.
Well, I'll also mention that cure aspect of it because my patent is, I've been approved. My patent has been approved. I'll tell you the cure aspect. You brought up a beautiful point here. Beautiful point. One is prevention. Okay. No, I told them, hey, keep drinking that. That's our food habit. I mean, there's nothing new here. You see what I mean? There's nothing new here. Only thing I pointed out to them is everybody's talking about probiotic. So popular right now all over the world. Okay, yes, the probiotic in Western countries is expensive. You go to the health food store. A bottle will cost you. Some of them are $20, some are $60, some are $80. Okay, I told them those 60 capsules you can have in 3 glasses of buttermilk. Okay, you see what I mean? It costs you $180 here. So those bottles. Here you are, you're making it home. Not only that, Sridhar, that particular bacteria we have in India are much, much, much stronger, and they're very good therapeutic value. This is why I told him. And then somebody might have commented, "Hey, how does buttermilk do it?" Because of ignorance. I don't blame him because they don't know the science behind. Now I'll answer your other question. Second question: is it curative? Is it a preventative or is it a therapeutic? Huh? Excellent question, you asked. It acts as preventative because it beefs up the immune system. Because immune system, people are misunderstanding. Immune system starts in our GI tract, in small intestinal tract. These bacteria, there are 100 trillion bacteria in our GI tract. 20% of them, in other words, 20 trillion are probiotics. They're there. But with the antibiotics we're taking and the depression and you have a stress on and on and on, we kill some of those things. That is why those people who don't have less population are susceptible to the COVID, okay? But nobody correlated this study, if you look at it. So what I'm talking about, to answer your question, yes, it is a preventative because it stimulates the immune system and tunes the immune system, which is called immunomodulation, okay? That is done. Now I'll tell you a second question. Is it therapeutic? Because somebody has COVID, then what does it do? I'll tell you what COVID is. In COVID, what is happening? The virus gets into your lung. Okay. Generally, we have 2 different kinds of immune systems. Innate immune system is like a local police. Okay. And we also have adaptive immune system. It's more like an army. Okay. This police try to knock it off. In 85% of the people, no problem. Even this regular innate immunity will kill it. In the rest of the other population who are susceptible, what happens there, the virus gets in, the immune system is a little low. Okay, when the immune system is low, what happens? You've been hearing that. It gets into the lung and the breathing problem. That is what is called the inflammation of the lungs. okay? ARDS, they call it, And this is where you're going to get the glossy lung, okay? And then the severe inflammation of the lung, cytokine storm, they call it. Cytokine storm is nothing but cytokine is some kind of informer. He goes and tells your very immune system, come on down, and their concentration is going up. And then now what happens in your lung? All kinds of immune cells come in, okay? Overactive. And then this is where the point I'm going to bring on the buttermilk. This is where the point is going to come. When it happens, when you have the overactive immune system is going on, all the immune cells that are working on your body, even after kill the virus, they keep on poking the holes at your lung. That's what is cytokine storm. But why is that? Well, how could we stop it? Buttermilk. Buttermilk has probiotics that could go into a GI tract, turn on T regulatory cell, which is like a supervisor. Its supervisor goes there and also tells the other immune system, hey, action is over. Virus is killed. Don't keep on poking the hole in the lung. Go back, okay? That command, the T regulatory cell can only form with the probiotic. This bacteria in the buttermilk, they got the capacity to do it. In India, it's built in for us. You see what I mean? The reason to answer your question is somebody maybe take an antibiotic, maybe it's wiped out, that flora. So you keep on, I told them to drink 3 times a day, cheap. Make it at home. Keep drinking in the morning, afternoon, evening, and you even eat with a pickle if you want to, but incubate 12 hours because that's the time the compound produces that turns on the T regulatory cell. This is where the world is missing. I've been banging on this thing. As a matter of fact, I'm getting a patent on it. You see what I mean? And then the way how we manipulated it with organisms and everything. And there is so it's the first time an invention came on. It's a novel enough. So we are getting, I think, to the best of my knowledge, the first patent in the world coming on this.
That is good to
know. And I made it
simple,
see that for Indians. Okay, they can't afford. I told them it's built in. Okay, my great grandparents, everybody, even if you look at our servants, Sadhanam, you see, right? I don't know what thing. Okay, now our servants don't get sick. If you look at that, when you were young, yeah. So one day, if you miss us, we get upset with it. Okay,
right. Agree with
you. The moment he eats that is a fermented. That's a probiotic.
Great, excellent. And also, like you are also called as a cheese man. We will also come back to you. You have a special word in the world. Like people call you as a cheese man. So we will talk about it, how this word has come in. And similarly, the scientist is also called as missile man. So he worked with the Dr. Abdul Kalam and other people team. So Sastry Garu, now we heard from Dr. M.S. Reddy and about his, invention of buttermilk and sort of like a preventive as well as therapeutic. So now you are coming with a different concept called Pure Prana. And can you just tell us about what is this Delta variant, how this is different from the previous variants, and how your mission can cure or prevent?
My Pure Prana is a totally different from different equipments existing in the world. Pure Prana means it's a purest air. It's not only purest air, it is the air what contains the oxygen level between 16 to 20%, whatever is there in the nature, that we draw it in our system and purify it. And after that, we create a sterile effect on the oxygen. Whatever the oxygen level, say 18 or 20%, this oxygen is activated and modulated with the radio frequency waves, which are all being generated only to create the sterility, high level of sterility. And at the same time, this particular, whatever the air is sterile, combined with nanomaterials reaction, or we call it as a chain reaction, and ions are being released. These ions of 20 to 25 types of nanomaterials, we grouped them to give better action for killing any type of virus or a bacteria or anything. This particular nanomaterial, they excite in the chamber, and that chamber propels all these ions combined with sterile air or sterile oxygen, and they create such an impact, though that is being left into the room. Suppose you put this equipment in a room, closed room, say about 12 by 10 or 12 by 16 or 14 by 16, whatever the room size may be. This will spread this complete system into the complete room, and within 48 hours or 24 hours to 48 hours, slowly it inhales the complete air in the room and releases the purest air without bacteria, without virus, or without any cross-contamination, without any contamination. And it fills the complete room. So within 48 hours, the room gets sterile effect. We eliminate up to the 0 level. The bacteria is eliminated up to 0 level. And thus, the entire area where you are putting in the bedroom or office or wherever you put it, or in the hospitals, particularly operation theaters, are very, very sensitive. Now, in such cases, the bacteria is totally 0. And this particular effect is going to create a lot of change in our human body. That body is very, 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 very complex system. How? If you are sleeping or if you are spending your time in a sterile zone, this sterile zone, when you are living in a particular sterile zone, completely free of bacteria and everything, the lung system, whatever the disinfection system is working in our lungs, we are inhaling the air. That air is purest air. So the immunity system don't have any work to do. You do have some work, but not like earlier. Most of the 60 to 70% of immunity forces are concentrated in the lungs. Rest of the immunity power, or you call it as a source, that they will be deployed in gut, heart, brain, and where is some essential organs in our body. Because the invaders are coming from the nostril, where you are inhaling the air, and this battle between viruses and the immunity system is going to take a big turning point. Now here, when the bacteria and viruses are not available in the room, so there is no involvement of war between the invaders and the immunity system. Now this way, this particular system, when it is placed in a room, this happens. And once the immunity system is free and it is being commanded by the pituitary gland, saying that, come on, you don't have any work, please go and take care of all other organs. And thus the immunity power simply deployed in every place, so that every organ gets chance to regenerate. So this is called, we are improving the strength of the immunity system, or we call it as we are multiplying the immunity power simply without doing anything. Simply create a sterile zone, automatically immunity system gets no work at all. And after that, this immunity power is being commanded by the pituitary gland, say take care of all the other organs, and also it is deployed in number of organs to take care of any virus, or internally in our body also there are viruses and bacteria. So these are all being nullified. Now here, in our pure prana, this works this way and gives you the body very, very, very safe, and you call it as a free from all bacteria fighting. So this is one. Now here, in our pure prana, we created another access that if you take this air, inhale it directly Here we have released normal way in the room. Okay, room is functioning, room is sterile. Now you are enjoying the sterile effect of this system. Now, when you engage this into the nostrils and this particular thing, power of this particular pure oxygen goes into the nose and goes up to the throat and goes into the lungs and cleans up all the bacteria and cleans up all the viruses, whatever has been engaged. In the case of COVID-19 or any type of virus, which is of a dangerous man-made virus, natural virus, or whatever it is, they first come and put it on, they settle into the nose, to nostril, goes to the throat, settle over there, but for about 4 to 5 days. And the patient gets the irritation in the throat and sometimes ice burning or whatever it is. And he loses the taste, he loses the sensing of the smell. These are all the side effects of this particular infection when it is embedded into the body. Now, this particular system it's a warning to a person for 5 days. Now, if someone happened to get the information, yes, I am being infected. If he can breathe this particular air directly into it, it completely eliminates. It kills all the viruses. Let it be man-made virus or a normal virus. It sweeps off completely and it kills in 10 minutes up to 85% efficiency. And in 20 minutes, 87.5 efficiency. And in 45 minutes, 98% of this efficiency. That means 98% is removed, means almost the cell is dead or the virus is dead, the bacteria is dead. Now in this case, what we are achieving.
Has it been tested by any agency, your machine?
Yes, sir. It is tested by CCMB. And it is tested for test report. We have given the sample, rather we have given the system to analyze and evaluate. They have evaluated and analyzed and given the report to me that it is doing this sort of work. 45 minutes, 98%. We have worked on COVID-19 virus.
So if your mission is so good if your mission is so good, within 45 minutes, you're able to kill the virus by having a nostrils, inhale. And
yes, sir.
So MS Reddy Garu, he has got a solution for this COVID. So do you agree with that thing? Because is it like something, they process what the air, I don't know whether it's oxygen is coming or air is coming. Do you think that it can kill and all the virus? So what are these side effects or what consequences, or is it a perfect solution? What do you think in the modern medical technology as a famous virologist or scientist?
Yeah. To answer that, the invention is good. I mean, he sterilized the air, Shastri Garu sterilized the air. And then the question I have for him too is the nanoparticles. How is he generating the nanoparticles? What I am understanding is the first air is purified, like UV light or something like that. And then the generation of the nanoparticles apparently is the technology. And then my question here is, Shastri Garu, to answer your question, it's a beautiful question you asked, Siddharth. Normally, if you look at the human microbiota, they call it microbiota, means the number of bacteria we have in our system, okay? In our system, we have 100 trillion bacteria. That's most of it in the GI tract, and 20% of them are on the skin and also in the nasopharyngeal orifices and the mouth, and also up to the lungs. Regular bacteria. Every day we have.
Are they good bacteria or negative bacteria?
I'll tell you about that. Mostly they're called saprophytic. Saprophytic means they're there in the air, we received them. If everything is bad, we should have been dead long back. Okay?
Yes.
So these organisms come in, they stay there. But what happens in our system, the nasopharyngeal epithelium here, the minute they sense this organism, any organism is coming in there, then immediately it produces a compound called defensin. Defensin is produced from the cell, in the trachea, and then the cilia, they try to knock it off, kick it out of there, okay? So to answer your question, are they good or are they bad? It's a combination of good and little bit of bad. Little bit of bad is there, like your black mold. Black mold is normally present. Okay, why is it activated? We'll talk about that later. Okay, but these bacteria that are in there, they're there for a purpose. They're there for a purpose to drum up the immune system. If you can completely kill them, then the next step, you're not going to have immunity. You see what I mean? I mean, the cell, you got to be tuning the immune system. That is where we gotta have some amount of bacteria. These bacteria, you can ask me a question on that. Why are these bacteria there? Why is our system is letting them stay there? Because over billions of years, or 1.8 billion years ago, the bacteria came into the existence, and the world started at the life started on Earth at 3.8 billion years ago. Okay, these organisms somehow made a good relationship with our nasopharyngeal orifices into the up to trachea and also in the GI tract. These are God sent in a way we don't understand. If you go up into the Darwin's theory, or if you go into the Newton's theory, you know, all of this, Darwin's theory is, okay, there's an equal opportunity for everybody, okay? And these organisms are there, and they're there. But now, if you kill them completely, okay, what kind of disaster? For example, I'll tell you. When COVID started in March 2020, I was on 10 webinars, okay, all over the world. And I told them at that time, specifically, this particular disease is not going to hit Indians, okay? And I was blankety blank, I was very serious about that. Whereas you take the Western nations, which we all live here, Siddharth, in Western nations, here, their level of probiotic is low. I mean, even on because they live under sterile conditions, consequently, the immune system is not drummed up, okay? When a virus comes in, it's brand new for them. Even on biological warfare, I always warn them here, you know, and then their immune system is low because they're not, in India, we eat with hand and we play in the dirt and we eat that. We developed all that immunity. 60 million antibodies have been produced in the Indian body because we are exposed to a variety of infections, okay? So that is what is called hygiene hypothesis. Hygiene hypothesis says, if you're keeping everything sterile, you're susceptible for various diseases, okay? Including cancer, okay? Now, so Indians, we are exposed to all this. When everybody say, well, Indians are dirty, when they're using with hand and all that, you know.
Nothing happens, still nothing happens.
That is what protected us. That is what, but somebody asked me, Sridhar, on that, they asked me, well, according to you, all Indians, nobody should get a disease, right? And I told them, wait a minute. 1945, they released the penicillin antibiotic, okay? Prior to that, we did not have this chronic diseases. I mean, the cancers and all this, they're very little. 1945, they introduced the antibiotic because Second World War, people are getting hurt and septic, then they're dying. They introduced unscrupulous use of the antibiotics starting from 1945. It took a dead toll on us. We are killing these good bacteria that were there. They are therapeutic. They are the one that helping our immune systems and everything. We kill them. Those people who are susceptible, you know that in India, the minute you go to the hospital, he pokes an antibiotic in it. The guys are taken all the time. If you don't give him a pill, he's upset. Well, you give me a goalie or something, right? So that I asked one question. Nobody answered that to me to date. I asked them, did anybody study the gastrointestinal flora of the person that died of COVID? Okay? Nobody answered that. I mean, you need this bacteria. This is where I'm coming out completely in a different pathway. They said, you know, the more we have, but again, a little later, you can ask me, why did black mold come in there? Okay, where the hell, and how come this black mold is only showing for the people who are in the hospitals? Okay, and the people at the home, they're not dying much. Those who went to hospital, they're dying more. Okay, what is the analogy, the microbiological and virology wise? Well, and I have an answer for that. I will answer that to that. Specifically to answer your question, we have a flora, built-in flora, and that flora is the one keeping the immune system active. Because there are two different immune systems. You got in nasopharyngeal orifices, you have a system here. And in the gastrointestinal tract, major, 80% of them. That is where the immune systems are activated. Okay, so
you have a fear that good bacteria could be killed with this machine process. Are you telling this thing?
If the good bacteria, according to Sastry Garu, I'm sure I'm going to ask him what frequency and also what wavelengths he's using. Okay, I would imagine that is there. But you know what? That system, what he has, if somebody has a acute illness, he's going to die. Okay, so I mean, he's in the hospital and nothing is working. Okay, now you got to sterilize it. And another advantage, he has beautiful advantages. In hospitals, for example, if a patient come in, okay, I go as a patient. There are about 100 patients sitting in there. The virus is all over that environment. You see what I mean? In other words, it's a viral incubation. Okay, when you go in there, then you go with the less virus or you get more. Okay, so sterilizing that environment is an excellent idea. Okay, normally in food business in America, what we do, we get the bacterial viruses. We use bacteria to make cheese products. And you told me that, why are they calling me cheese king, okay? I mean, right? This cheese bacteria, we use bacteria to make dairy products. Okay, these bacteria gets infection. The viruses come in. So the way we keep them out, we filter them. We filter them so that the size of the virus, bacterial virus or even the coronavirus is 20 to 80 nanometers, okay? 1 billionth of a meter is nanometer, is 20 to 80 nanometers. Okay, these nose masks we are using right now, these are over 1,000 nanometers, whole sizes. So these are going to come right through. This is what I've been telling everybody. It didn't do any good, did for us, okay? Unless you use a mask that's going to filter that virus, then you can't breathe either. You see what I mean? It is not the way to go, in my opinion. My opinion is these viruses in hospitals, there are too many of them out there. Like to take your own state, New York, in March 2020, April 2020, number of deaths, unbelievable deaths, because they didn't know how to control the oxygen, and then the environment was polluted. We didn't know what to do. When the pandemic started, the response was very bad, okay? It happened, right? At least the rest of the world understood that, okay? So to answer your question, what does this natural flora do in our nose and in the mouth and in the trachea and on the intestinal tract? They're there for a specific therapeutic purpose. They are the one that's holding the bad bacteria, bad viruses out, okay? And once if you take that out, if you take the good one out, then you're susceptible for more infections later.
Sastry Garu, he's challenging that, your machine, that inhaling of that air could, alter the good bacteria, which is supposed to be required by the body. So there could be some consequences. How do you support that thing? He's challenging you now.
So this particular bacteria, whatever is being right now in our body, plus the good bacteria is in the total area of the gut. It's not in the lungs. It's not in the other parts of it. Lungs are separate. In the lung system, any bacteria or any virus or due to any type of infection, or you call it the virus, COVID-19, it directly goes into the lungs, and the lungs are being affected and infected, and it develops mucus. That mucus is going to spread all over the surface area, and it is not allowing the air to charge the body, charge the lungs, and the lungs will, the patient will suffer of the drawing the oxygen into his body. Thus, this particular air is not in a proper way to inhale. But whereas in our system, if this particular air is going in system, it will start doing the infection, cleaning up the infection, and clearing up the mucus. And what automatically, when the mucus is cleared, he gets a chance to charge his oxygen, and the patient will be immediately relieved. If you use the Pure Prana for 1 day, 24 hours, that he gets cured from the mucus and all the virus, and the virus will be just vanish, and automatically the patient gets immediate relief. Because we are directly attacking the virus, not attacking any good bacteria, not attacking any favorable bacteria. In the lungs, good bacteria is not there in the lungs. Lungs are separate. Good bacteria is somewhere.
Yeah. So you are saying that your equipment is not going to affect the good bacteria since it is primarily focusing on the lungs, and it's always lungs, you need to take care. So that's why your, ionic air is good. So you are sending the ionic air or ionic oxygen?
Sir, it is not only it is not only the oxygen which is purified, it is combined, modulated with ionic force, or you call it as a plasma. This particular plasma contains high content of power, where we have designed it to work against virus. It is actually basically designed, the principle is designed with biological war threat. I have been specially trained on biological war, and this weaponry system, there are two types. One is chemical and another one is a virus, which is a notorious virus, which cannot be controlled. Once it is blasted by enemy, whoever may be, that area is completely spreads with this complete bacteria or virus. It's not a bacteria, it's a virus. This virus once goes inside, within 3 to 4 days, he won't get any immunity support or anything. Immunity cannot do anything to this such type of virus. Immunity will fight, it will try its best, but one day, or during this fighting, in a day or two, it will surrender, and automatically it cannot do justice to the body. These viruses are different viruses. They are not normal viruses. If it's a normal virus, you can handle it. There's a medicine for that. There's a drug for that. People have done a research over it. And normal viruses, you have a vaccine, like in influenza or whatever you call it as a cold, or different viruses have got different, you can call it as a treatment, or you call it as a bacteria, whatever you call it, that you have the remedy for it. But this virus, you have no remedy, because people have used this technology and brought out some sort of ideas. This actually, I can call it as a man-made virus, which is half-left. If they create a virus, full level, and release it, its impact is different. It's halfway left. Now, once it is halfway left, the RNA level is hunting for it. And if they enter into the human body, they will fight inside. And the immunity system also fights along with them. Then they gain strength, and it comes out of the body, and it becomes mutated. And this means it has learned, this human being has got this thing. So it changes its characters. And whenever it enters again in somebody's body, it will be safe. Now here, the vaccine. Now how the vaccine is formulated? To process a vaccine, minimum it takes between 2.5 years to 5 years. Overnight it cannot be made. A lot of process is involved in the vaccine process. Now here, this particular vaccine has been fundamentally taken the sample of COVID-19. Now 19 is almost vanished. COVID-19 is almost only 10% or 15% are existing in the thing. Now the same virus mutated and multiplied and turned into second wave and third wave and delta plus. Now it has increased its strength. Now if you put a virus, if you put a vaccine over it, it hardly works. It cannot support 100%. Why? Because the fundamental virus characteristics have been taken or different. And for this, you have to improve a lot of research over it. If you want to do a real vaccine, then do it on a delta and do it on delta plus. But delta
by the time they develop, something else will come now.
If it is, yes, sir.
By the time they develop a delta, it takes so many years. By the time it will mutate, and again they will say some other thing is coming.
It will mutate and go into
this challenge is going to be there now.
Yes, it's a fifth stage. So it is not justified. It's my opinion.
I understand, Sastry Garu. I'll come to you. Dr. M.S. Reddy Garu, he's challenging, though these people are vaccinated, that was for the corona, now the virus is mutated, still that is a challenge is there, even for vaccinated. So how do you justification then for the vaccination now part?
Vaccination, as Sastry Garu put it, vaccination is what they're doing right now. They're taking a messenger RNA, okay? They take normally the virus, what it does, it injects its RNA into our cell. And it goes into our cell. This is RNA, unlike the DNA virus, it could take on right away, giving the command to the cell. Our cell helps it to make its own babies. Philosophically, see that, why was our cell helping the foreigner to make a baby and kill it? Every time one virus gets in, 700 babies come out in 12 to 36 hours. Every one virus getting into cell, in 12 to 36 hours, 700 of these progenies or the babies come out, okay? And they kill the cell and then they keep on infecting it, right? The hypothetical question here for the human race, what I want to ask is, why is our body accepting the virus? Why is he helping him to make his baby? Okay, this is where a biological connection, God-given opportunity for the life. You take your survival for the fittest. Survival for the fittest of Darwin's theory is, like all of us, we may not get that infection because our immune system is good. The weaker human being, where the immune system is low, God gave this opportunity to multiply in that, okay? So it is a biological integrated mechanism. And to unlock that, to unlock this one, only weapon God gave it to us is what? Immune system, okay? Our immune system is God-given gift to us that will fight it out. And then what I was telling you is this probiotics and all these, these are all formed over millions and millions of years in human being. And that's what is protecting the human race, okay? Now, to answer your question, this virus, the two ways they made this vaccine. Sastry Garu is 100% correct, because you take a virus, Edward Jenner first came up with the idea, you take, back in 1700s, they take the virus and then you inactivate it. You just put heat to it or formaldehyde to it or something like that. So the virus is so weak right now. So when you inject that, so your body has upper hand over that, it makes the antibody. In other words, any vaccine, I can tell for everybody, vaccine is only an agent to stimulate antibody, but your own body has to make the antibody, not the vaccine, okay? If you don't have the immune system to start out, nothing will work, okay? Yeah. If I take a 125 years old guy, if I want to protect him from COVID, okay? Immunosenescence, they call it. As we age, the immunity comes down. So for him, even if you give vaccine, doesn't mean diddly, because the body is not equipped to make that antibody, okay? But in this particular case, see that what happened here, two different ways they made this vaccine. Well, number one is not to inactivate the virus and give it because people thought it's dangerous. If you don't kill it, then you have a disease coming. Another way they did it, they made an mRNA of the RNA. They took the genetic material, altered it a little bit, and then inject into your body, have your body make protein. There's a coding in it. Your body makes the protein, and your own body fights that protein. So that means body made the antibody. So next time when you see the virus, even though it's never exposed to the virus, this antibody knows how to kill it, okay? But the problem here is, and Sastry Garu rightly said, this RNA virus, it is 30,000 nucleotides in it, okay? It's a longer piece. The longer piece, it has a lot of gaps in it, okay? There are 10 genes, let's say approximately 10 genes, each gene coding for the spikes and all that. Okay? So there's a gap in it. It has more chances to mutate. Mutate means genetically changing. Okay, to start out, I answered this question to a lot of people. Pandemic, like H1N1 in 1918, came and killed 50 million people. Nobody knows how to respond to that because the genetic material, once the virus injects into your cell, let's assume another virus came injected too. These two RNAs marry. Okay, they make a hybrid. That hybrid with the animal RNA, human RNA, in human cell, and then you became a new baby that the body can't recognize. And that is what starts the pandemics, okay? By the time human being learn this, it's gonna wipe out a few people. Then, second way, that particular virus now, which already knocking out people, it's keep on mutating. It's not from the new genes, it's your own genes mutating. That's what is called phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, or delta, whatever you call it. This mutation goes on. Generally, in general terms, the mutation could be bad, mutation could be good too, because that mutation may make that virus weaker and then go away, right? And if it turn out violent, then it could be dangerous too. What the world is projecting right now is, hey, this Delta one is going to knock us out because there's a mutation in there. The mutation doesn't mean it will be wild. We don't know, mutation could be mild too. Is it wild or mild? Okay, we don't know. That's a chance to take. But what I'm telling right now is, we got to work on improving our immune system. Okay, ultimate weapon for the body, more than vaccine, is your own immune system. Okay, this is why. But Shastrigar has a good point too. I say his point is, what I am getting from this whole conversation is, remember that the epithelial cells, we have to have the bacteria, we have to have the viruses and everything to tune our immune system. See, I want a correction on that, you know. Even the nose and the pharynx here, when the bacteria goes in there, the cell gets the message. Message is going, hey, there's some stranger is here, let's kill him. That's what is called defensin. These defensins are again internally controlled by the probiotic bacteria. They're there. Probiotic bacteria is in the nose too. That's where people are mistaking. They're thinking it's only buttermilk in the gastrointestinal tract. These bacteria in here, they're also giving us protection. My point here is, if we kill those, okay, somebody will ask this question. Let's say if you gave that nanoparticle and everything, you kill the bacteria, kill the virus, why couldn't it hurt our DNA too? You see what I mean? The gene in there. Then what happens to that? Somebody will raise that question, okay? Now, I got some ideas how to handle that. If this technology come in, there is some other way we got to handle that thing, just like the buttermilk implantation here, you know? Okay, that can be done. But his technique is wonderful for hospitals, okay? Because where the guy is gonna die, I mean, you got to kill that virus one way or another, or temporarily, and then take him out of there. Okay. I hope
he's telling that your equipment is only good for the people who have got in hospitalized and they're going to be sort of like a serious condition. And do you agree, or do you think that everybody needs your machine because of this environment?
So, yes, sir, it is not only hospitalized for people. It is for the prevention or precaution or, I mean, it's not, it is a totally prevention in the event, if you are using in your home, in the hospital, if this particular Convilla, if we use it and complete it to a patient, even the hospitalized, just we have to engage it into the system. And this particular gives you the air. As I said, it's the purest air, and it is with the force of ions, whatever it is. Now it is going inside the nostril, and nostril is cleared first. In just 5 minutes to 10 minutes, it is cleared, and throat also cleared. Then the complete track of this track up to the lungs, it is also cleared. Now the question of the virus entering into the lungs is out of question. This is the CCMB report, and they have got, well, they have given you highly calibrated system, and they have used on COVID-19. This COVID-19 sample is the beginning of the sample, whatever it is. Now, whatever the epidemic, whatever the type of virus has gained, whether it is a Delta plus or whatever it is, it has the ability to clear the, whatever you call it as a virus or a mutated virus or multiplied virus or double strengthened virus, no matter, it has the ability to do it, because the immunity system has limitation. It do fight and try to eradicate, but it sometimes it raises its hands saying it is not having that much of power to entangle with this particular virus. And this virus is very powerful virus. The body cannot detect it first, and after detection, and it is the K cells and the T cells, they are the best fighters against any invaders. You call it as a bacteria or you call it as a virus, but they do do the work and they fight vigorously. But at the same time, this virus has got to neutralize their power and eliminates their power, and it sits inside, and you need a more power to handle it. How to get a more power? You have to give a powerful punch to kill the bacteria or virus in the body. You have no other alternative. You can't see that virus. But at the same time, these ions has got so much of power. Ions are negatively charged. The bacteria or a virus is positively charged. When they come together, they diffuse. That's it. It is called discharging. Once it is discharged, if it is in the case of bacteria, it kills the nucleus, or you call it as a DNA. It punctures the DNA and kills the bacteria. In the event, this particular virus, it will completely dismantle the construction of the RNA, and it will create total death for the particular cell, and it cannot mutate later on, and it dies instantaneously if it is exposed for 5 minutes to 45 minutes as per the test report. And I am giving it for 1 day, so no chance of escaping. And moreover, this particular virus has got the ability to travel along with the red cell, and red cells carry oxygen, which is already powerful oxygen, which is being already sterilized. It goes and distributes to all the cells in the body. And in our body, we have more than 100 trillion cells, and every cell has got a complex performance. It needs oxygen, it needs food, or you call it as a protein, you call it as a carbohydrate, or you call it as a fat. If these things are not given to the cell, cell becomes weak. Now, if everything is maintained well, everything is good, the cell is healthy. Now, because of the polluted air, or because of this, some other difficulties in that, the cell cannot process properly. It is a very complex system in the cell. There is another system called mitochondria. The mitochondria is a powerful power source for each cell. And this cell produces power. And this power is utilized for the own cell and also distributes to the other parts of the body. It's a combined, just like a nuclear power. Like a nuclear power. Our body gets into nuclear action. This power is submitted to all the brain and other places. And thus the mitochondria is doing a justice to the body. And if the mitochondria wanted to be perfect in the section, you need to give a perfect air. That is called sterile air. And you need to give a good protein, and you need to give a total care. And also, it is not only air, it needs water. If it is a purest water, it accepts the normal water with the high clusters. It cannot accept. The body processes it and bring it to 3 to 4 clusters, and it's a process involved. So if you take alkaline water, which is of a high ORP, say about 750 or 800 or 1000 ORP, and its clusters is only 3 to 4, and the cell easily accepts it because the cell port is capable of passing the 3 to 4 clusters. So thus the cell is healthy. Now here we don't have alkaline water. If somebody uses alkaline water, it's a good luck. But normal water, again, it is processed in the body and brings it to it. So these are all the difficulties. The cell function is limited because of the age factor, food problem, and general health problem, your mental stress, many number of things comes onto the body. Now you make a cell healthy and powerful. A man can live more than 100 years with a good health. People who cannot maintain this particular cell in a healthy way, he can only live 50 years or 60 years and with a lot of complications in the body. And now how to make your cell up to the grade? That means normally cell lives between 15 days to 3 months to 4 months. Now you are not maintaining your body. So within say about 40 years or 50 years, 60 years, because of your cell inactivity, or if you are not taking care, and the human body perishes. It cannot survive more. If somebody takes the help of a mitochondria and develop the power of the body and develop everything is interconnected. The digestion system works better. The neurological communication from the brain also works better because of this purest air. This is not a purest air, it's sterile air. And we are cleaning up all the bacteria, whatever the virus are entered into the cell. And we are cleaning up to the cell level. There is no technology as on today that to go into the cell and clear up this thing. No one has developed in the world because the cell's structure is so complex. You cannot interfere with the cell unless you give a proper food, proper protein, or proper oxygen, or proper water. That highlights and it gives you a good enough power. And where the mitochondria works better and it develops a power, so much of high power, and the cell will not die. And the cell will die only up to maximum life, say about 4 months. But there is one more action takes place. Every cell has got a limited time. That limited time is depending on the mitochondria power and the health of this thing. Now, if that particular cell is not functioning properly because of any other things, it has a different systems in our body. Now here, this particular concept is very much complex and each cell is composing the body health. Now it is immunity system also is helpful with this concept. And also this particular cells, human cells, you call it as a human cell. And this cell is a very important task for this particular action.
So I think Sastry Garu says that, it works at the cell level. So, I mean, sort of like I'm sure that you would be better interpret Mr. Garu. And he says that it's a very sort of like a, not only COVID situation, even the pre-COVID also you can use with the multiple benefits. And it's sort of like a safest because of, it doesn't affect any good of bacteria or anything. So what do you finally conclude, Dr. Ms. Reddy? Because, it seems to be like a great solution and more than vaccination, it looks like it seems to be to me. So what do you think, what do you conclude, Dr. Ms. Reddy, in the modern science?
One question, Siddharth, any medical candidate can ask right now, Sastry Garu.
Yeah.
They will ask us a question, okay? I'm in tune with it. It's a very good idea and everything. The problem is when you can, so let's say the virus came in, coronavirus came in. Coronavirus is in trachea. It's like a trachea is like an inverted tree, okay? Like the lungs at the end, right alveoli at the end. A big trunk, branches, and the leaves. The leaves are the alveoli, millions of those things, right? Now, question here is, let's say the virus came in, coronavirus came in, it's in the trachea outside. This air, oxygen with the bombarded nanoparticles kill that outside, yeah? Let's assume it's outside the cell. When once it's inside the cell, the RNA of the virus is embedded in our cell, does this technology differentiate between the human genome versus the viral genome? If it's going to destroy the RNA and the DNA, then we also have RNA, DNA in our cell. So how do we know that this is not going to tinker with that? You see my point? I mean, this is why a distinction had to be made. Okay, as if this oxygen with nanoparticles, 20 to 25 nanoparticles, goes in, only kills the organism outside, but it does not kill the organism inside. Because in an infection, in a COVID, the outside, yeah, preventative, you can take care of that. But again, my other thing is hygiene hypothesis. Okay, if we kill everything, what happened to when we are challenged with another bug, where do we bring the immune system? Because it's not going to turn on just like that. Okay, you got to be tuning the immune system. Okay, now my question here is to Sastry Garu, if his technology could kill the virus outside or the bacteria outside, but once this bacteria is inside the cell or the virus is inside the cell, it's integrating with your mitochondria and the Golgi bodies, they start making the viral babies. They are the one that assemble this whole thing, So where exactly this thing is hitting it? Okay, now does it differentiate the viral genome versus the human genome and the bacterial genome versus the virus genome? Okay, so we got to know that, because in the body, all bacteria are not bad. I mean, I wanted to give a little correction. There are 10 trillion cells in the human body, 100 trillion bacteria are there. And each cell, we have 20,000 genes. In our cell, we have 20,000 genes. Bacteria has anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 genes. Depends on the size of those, okay? Now, microbiome, which we call it, is the total number of genes bacteria contributed to us. We don't know what those genes are doing, because some of them integrate into our human cell too. They're studying that right now, because some of them are good. They get into your cell, you'll never get the cancer, okay? But if we know that exactly which gene from the bacteria slipped in and got into our gene in 20,000 genes, then you got a new therapy coming in. Okay, now only question I have on this one. Technology is fantastic. Like, for example, I'll tell you, immunosenescence. Immunosenescence means as we age, you know, the COVID is hitting mostly the people in 70 years old, 80 years old, 90 years old, 100 years old, let's say. Immunosenescence is the T cells slow down. Okay, immune system slows down as we age. Okay, now the COVID has a dance on them, because there's nothing there to protect, and you will knock it out, okay? In a situation like this is a fantastic technology as a therapeutic aid or as a preventative aid too, because in the geriatric populations, people are living longer right now, because the induction of immune system is low, okay? And this will do a fantastic job to that. My only question is, anybody will raise, they will raise this question. How do we know it's not going to mutate our DNA in our cell? If it does that, what is cancer? Mutation of the DNA in a cell, and that is no longer under your control, and that it multiplies, causes cancer. Okay, any alteration in the DNA. You know? Does this technology differentiate human DNA versus the bacterial DNA and the viral DNA, viral RNA?
Now, I just want to add some more things on the cellular level of the action. Now the cell, it has its own power, and it has got its ability, it has got a special duty that we call it as a multiplication, cell division. If the cell is not divided with the proper characteristics, or the cell is not duplicating it as the original cell, that cell, if it is not producing it the actual way, that becomes a different, you call it as it is not accepted by the body, because it becomes a different, and it is not recognized by the body. At the same time, it is not recognized by the immunity system. That becomes a cancer cell. This particular thing, if the cell is dividing properly and it is producing it a proper way, and the cell is healthy, it does everything good, because we are sending the pure prana from purest form of air with support of ionic. Whatever the disorder in the cell, it eradicates, or it makes the cell very healthy and live long. And does the aging also is affecting. It means aging is going higher, and it is not only going just going to help the cell, but it is also helping the building of the cell structure. As it is dividing without any disturbance, the DNA, whatever the original DNA which is in the cell, same thing is forwarded to the duplicating cell. If it is not done, it becomes a different. The cell is not accepted. That may become cancer or some other thing. But what human body requires, very healthy function, and it needs very healthy, powerful source to function, or to create the real function which is designed by the God, or whatever the thing system going in our cell technology or cellular level function, it will improve with this particular oxygen, at the same time with this particular sterile air, with this nuclear power, or you call it as ionic power. This ionic power is not, it is developed by the nanomaterials, but nanomaterials don't go in this. It is a reaction, and the chain reaction of the particular system inside, where the immunity system, the particular ions are produced with the help of UV light. This UV light, UV spectrum, we call it as a spectrum light. That spectrum light is a triggering system for this activity. And that particular thing produces a large number of ions. And each nanomaterial will produce tremendous ions like this 20 type to 22 types of nanomaterials used. That propels and gives trillions of ions, where every nanomaterial is designed for activating and to help each cell in our body. So we created a wonderful concept, and it will not allow any virus to survive inside, and it will not do any harm to the existing system in our body. Why? Because it is helping. Now, when you vaccinate your body, what happens? You are sending a powerful punch into the system, and the body has to allow. And for 3 days he suffers, for 2 days he suffers from fever and everything. Then finally, it will subside, or you call it as the immunity system keeps quiet, because somebody has come, some enemy has come into the body. Now how to tackle him? The antibodies inside, there is a separate force. Whereas we have already K cells and T cells. They are not more than that. But this antibody fights only when again the COVID-19 comes into the body. If the vaccine is designed for COVID-19, if it is designed for Delta, and the Delta one will you inject it in the body, you are injecting an enemy into the body. Why you do the something? Improve your immunity power. Come on, multiply your immune power. And how you to multiply your immune power? Don't allow the immunity system to engage into the invaders. Now you let the patient be in a sterile zone. So there is no bacteria or virus which is incoming. Now the immunity system will get freedom, and it will get full power to work with all the viruses. Why? Because the pituitary gland commands, go, there is a problem in the body, and go and attend this. So not only one, they go in large quantity, or means lakhs of immunity soldiers go and surrender and kill that particular thing. If your immunity system is strong in this way, your virus cannot do anything to the body. But how many people have a strong immunity system? Maybe young people, maybe some people. You may find 10% of such people in the present nature. But there are people who are old aged. There are people who are children. Now the third wave are now combined with Delta and Delta plus. Now the children, it is predicted the children will have more. The children's immunity system and their function of the body itself very, very, very delicate. If it attacks, it's very, very, very difficult to get rid of this virus. Now, if a child is put in a sterile zone, it cannot do, no virus can enter into the room, no bacteria can enter, and the child is safe. And he is free from all the outside invaders. These outside invaders are only COVID-19 or second stage variant, or third stage variant, or Delta or Delta plus variant. Now, this is the way we can prevent the system. You can prevent the persons. We can safeguard against the waves with this only thing. Very simple. Put it in a room, and you are sleeping for 10 hours, 15 hours in a bedroom. And that is the time to regenerate all your cells, to regenerate your entire body. And the body itself becomes powerful to fight against any invader. You call it as a COVID-19 or whatever the Delta or Delta plus. Thus, you have to build up your body. If at all, if it is infected, and also we can use this system, clean it up. Within 3 days, within 4 days, this particular system goes. And the 4th day, this man is out of danger, and his complete lungs are being cleaned up. His system is cleaned up, and his system goes, and this particular ionic force will improve and regenerate the entire organ in the body. And it's not harmful, because these ions are ions, and these ions are negatively charged. They go and attack only the bacteria or only the viruses. No other things they will do. And they are harmless. And they are working limited up to the lungs very well and they function very hard with the lungs. And cellular level, it gives you the purest air and it safeguards all the cells. What is required for a human body? If the cells are working good, the digestion system is working good, if the neurological system is working, transmitting properly, the body is well, everything is good, the brain works better, brain gets proper oxygen, and he stimulates better. In the whole original qualities of the human being will come. The patient, okay, it is infected with the corona, that is a different issue. In 4 days, he will be normal and he can go. But even any person who is infected with the corona or anything, and the cells do remain in the body, they don't go out. Somewhere they will hide in bone marrow or some other places. When the patient is weak, again it comes out. It is not that the corona affected again. It is from the body, whatever has been stored, or it is being hiding inside. So corona is not a normal. It gains a power in the body. It needs a body to multiply its strength. It needs a body to propagate its virus. So this way, this virus destroys the entire human body. And with this, we have calibrated our system to work to fight against these viruses.
It looks like a Sanjeevani to me, Dr. M.S. Reddy. I mean, he's telling like as if like, it works for everything. I mean, he was well explaining, but I'm not sure medically how much is validated, but, it looks like a Sanjeevani to everybody, and it is the need of the hour, and it is the product, everybody should have it, he says. And even if you don't have COVID, it's better to stay safe in the room with the sterile air and sleep well. And if you have a problem, put it in nostrils. That's it. You're done. No medicine, nothing. And he says that he has been using it, maybe that is your success, Mr. Sastry Garu, your age and other thing, you look so young and you are so energetic than us, probably
Sir,
your mission.
Sir, I'm 80 years old.
Oh my goodness, 80 years old?
Yeah.
You're more energetic than me or anybody. Maybe you are using that pure prana more frequently. That
Yes,
could
sir.
be a reason.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. My aim is to live up to 120 to 130 years. And right now, I may be 80, but I physically, mentally, my feeling is I'm only 25 or 30, that's it.
My goodness, fantastic.
This is my internal powerhouse.
Great inspiration to us to use your equipment, Sastry Garu, because we want to be like you.
Reddy Garu, as you have suggested, this particular buttermilk or milk or whatever it is really a preventive method. I appreciate that. Even I'm also using that in my daily 3 to 4 times. Yeah, 3 to 4 times. I follow you, sir. I'm your follower. I'm your fan. I understand.
Awesome.
I understand your technology. And yes, you are giving to me a food. Good. And you are making your system a little stronger. Yes, you are giving a bacteria, which is going to help to the many number of things. But, sir, this particular violent virus is not going to be surrendered for normal stages. You need a strong punch. And that punch is only possible with ionic punch. That's it, sir.
Ms. Reddy Garu, I have no words to tell, such a Sanjeevani he is telling. So I don't know medically how much, you agree with the whole thing.
One question I have for Sridhar.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, how does Sastry Garu protect the technology? Because I've been reading so many articles in 2020, and now people are using the UV lights and all that, using 220 nanometers wavelengths. Okay, killing the coronavirus. They're all coming up with various observations. Now, if this technology is that superb, and then what stops people from copying it? I mean, he invented a beautiful thing, good for the humanity and everything. Where is the legal protection?
This my system is a different technology. I have got a sound knowledge on nuclear reactors. I've been working with the nuclear fields and nuclear system, how the nuclear reactor is designed, how the nuclear function is designed. same characteristics I stimulated into my system. There, you are using uranium-285 as a source for the creating the multiplication, or you call it the chain reaction for the heat production. Here, the power, there they are using uranium-286 for the power multiplication. Here I am using UV lights, spectrum light, that is between 250 to 320. That spectrum light is a triggering source for my device. That spectrum load, what happened? It reacts with my nanomaterials. That is, I have a strong knowledge on radar technology. There we use PRF control for a high power transmission and PRF control system for regulating the power of the transmission. Here, same thing I'm using. UV light is, spectrum light is my source of creating a power, just like a uranium-285. And that power, where I'm injecting into nanomaterials, who are all very powerful with the UV radiation. And they create tremendous disinfection qualities. And at the same time, they create a lot of ionic power. And those ions, you have to properly separate and put it back into the nozzle. And that nozzle, and we have got different types of nozzles. Please see here.
Wow.
This is the nozzle.
It's so lightweight, you know, he's picking up with one hand. It's so lightweight.
Yes, sir, I'm lifting it. So, but 4 kg.
Wow.
It's 4 kgs. Now, sir, we connect it like this. Now, this. Now, in the event, if you are living in the room, you are keeping it like this. That works. And now, in this case, you are putting it and going into the nostrils. And this nostril system is going to feed you everything for your controlling of this system. Everything is very easy. It is not that very tough. And you can use it for n number of applications. If provided, whatever you have problem in your body, it takes care. He's a master doctor. I use the word.
Wow.
He's for everything. Only thing is, you have to experience yourself. You have to practice yourself. If your digestion is not good, inhale it for 1 hour. Your digestive power increases on its own.
Wow.
Because it is cellular level, it is controlling the device. It is a disorder. Any disorder in the body, it will try to put it in order. I'm not doing any magic. I'm not a P.C. Sarkar to do all these things. But this ionic force is having tremendous effect on the human body. And practically, I'm enjoying this particular thing. And now I
could see, sir, you are 8 years and you are like 25 years person you are talking. I mean, it's sir, what else you need?
One can live 150 years, sir.
Oh
this
my
body,
goodness.
One can easily live 150 years.
Provided you are increasing the population of the world, then we have to address another problem more than corona.
Sir, one thing, our body designed to work by the God for more than 250 years. Various conditions, various problems, food problem, this problem, that problem, infection problem. We are ending our life in between 15 to 60 years. This is not the body mistake. It's a mistake of your nature. It's a mistake of your food habit. It's a mistake of something else, the weather conditions. Now, why don't you regulate your weather with this pure prana? Why don't you regulate your internal eradication of this malfunction of your body? Use the pure prana and eliminate it. You are putting a doctor in your home, sir. You are putting a doctor who is priceless. Wow. And he does everything. It is not that he is doing it alone. The design itself is like that.
If anybody wants to buy it, where do they go? Do you have any website or any,
Yes, sir, we have a website and we have everything. We will reach you and all, whatever is there. We will reach and we will satisfy and we will see everything. Shortly, we are going to start up in US also.
Can they Google your product? Can they Google? How do they Google your product?
Pureprana.in.
Oh, pureprana.in. Pureprana.in. Okay, great. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. Good to know about it. So, MS Reddy Garu, I have no words to, talk to such a, commendable person and who has got a solution for all. I do not know, it's only a matter of experiencing. And, but one thing I can tell is by looking at him and the actions, I feel that there is something in it, I'm sure. Otherwise, we wouldn't be, seeing him like
I have one comment. I wrote articles. Shastri Garu will be happy. I wrote articles. Bhishma died at the age of 135, okay? Fighting in the war, okay? Now, I also believe in that. Russians believe in it. And they're all attributing now to the probiotics and the bacterial systems, because that's a different science we are coming on. Indeed, oxygen helps, but also there's arguments on it where oxidation will kill us. Oxidation is nothing but the end product of the oxygen in the mitochondria. At the end, if you put the hydrogen peroxide and all other oxidative species, and that will kill our DNA, the telomerase and all those, okay? Now, one thing I wanna really impress here, he is enthusiastic, he loves his technology, and then he believes in it, he lives in it, okay? This is extremely important. He's very optimistic about this. Only thing we have to do with this, some questions will come, Sridhar. You know, tons of doctors in this country, okay? Right? Medical people will come back and say, wait a minute, prove it to me, FDA and all these things. If those things can be answered, okay, it's a brilliant technology, undoubtedly. Okay, there, where I was very impressed is, one question I have for Shastri Garu, when your UV light come in, he's activating it. Apparently, he has some kind of metallic substance or something like that, where he's bombarding it to produce some rays, gamma rays or whatever the heck it is, you know. Yeah. So apparently that is the technology that's activating these compounds. I hope he can clarify that. If that is so, yeah, as long as that, I got some other ideas how to handle this. Even if the local bacteria die, there are ways we can get around to that. You see what I mean? There's the satellite technology you have to come in with it. Because that way, nobody can argue with you. Not only that, we gotta prove that human DNA is not hurt with the bombarded nanoparticles, okay? And also there is a report on it, which I understood Shastri Garu really. There's a report still telling if it is a wavelength, if it is more than 240 nanometers, 240 nanometers and up is hurting the human body. So they are suggesting 220, but here he's taking that 250 or 260 and bombarding something else to produce some other nanoparticle, okay? Which is, again, as long as that nanoparticle and that oxygen, okay, they're good enough to cure some of these things, because science is wide angle. Nobody understands fully well. None of us do. Like we're all hypothesizing. And on that basis, I commend it, okay? But more than that, I teach success, you know. I tell people, go for it, go, do it, you know. Think big, do it, optimism and all that. The man has it, okay?
Excellent. Dr. MS Reddy is a top person. He's, you know, he's commending you. He's like, you know, he's complimenting you, and he's, you know, like, you know, saying that, go ahead.
Thanks him, yeah. Yes, sir.
He's with you. He's with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're also with you.
I will need to add
entire world needs you right
concept.
Now.
Yes, sir. I will slightly add to our concept. Sir, we have used the word bombardment. It's one of the important activity in the radar technology. We bombard the electrons onto a cathode, and we don't use any power except the bombardment power, and it accelerates so much power in a magnetron. That magnetron delivers a power in such a powerful only because of the bombardment. You rightly said what this particular system I'm using a complete radar technology. I use the same principle of topic. Now I'm started bombarding the ions with the help of UV spectrum light. These two combines, it gives a tremendous force, and it reacts. Nanomaterial is there only. We are not disturbing nanomaterial. It is kept in a safe place, but we are bombarding with the chain reaction of these ions come out is much better powerful, because it has to be experienced. I cannot explain it, but I have my own microscope. In that microscope, I could do some research, and I could understand, yes, the spectrum light is doing something else. I first did not believe it, that how this is happening. And the spectrum light is so powerful. And if you use the correct spike of that particular spectrum light between 200 to 320, particular level only you get highest peak. We call it at resonance. This resonance is the most important to accelerate more power from the ions. So this technology I have used it. Sir, thanks to my particular technology, and thank you, sir, because I have understood you know better certain things, and I really commend you, sir. This is something a great. Anyway, we combinedly we can do something to the humanity. We can
absolutely. That's what I want to add. One answer I have, listening to you, Shastri Garu, one answer I can add. What you did, Einstein's theory, E is mc square. Okay, where you activate it, either you activate it, you dismantle the proton or the electron, whichever way, with the beam that's coming in, with that wavelength, you know. So apparently, your E is mc square is activating. I mean, the exceptional energy come out of it, okay? As long as, okay, only thing I want to add to that, some questions will come. Cocky questions will be there. People will ask, okay? People don't respect others. They only try to condemn them down. But they got to understand the science behind it. But there is always an unknown factor. Always remember that. There's an unknown factor we don't know. The modern science cannot explain it. Yes. There is some unknown is there, and we should evaluate that. And also, as I said, the natural flora, there's a way we can protect those. Yeah, if you do that, and that's taken care of. Okay? And then, your contribution to the world, hats off to you. I like that. I like your enthusiasm more than that. Okay? I like to see you live 150 years. I will use you as a model. What I have been advocating. Okay?
He's going to be, sir, I think.
Yeah?
The way he is like yes, this, sir. He's going to be.
We shall do that, sir. It will happen. Definitely it will happen. If you just use it in a proper way, your life 100%, it increases at least on your life, 50% it increases. Suppose we have started with this around 50 years. You're sure of living 120 years without any disability, without any disorder, without any type of aging factor. Your age may be 120, but you look like only 40.
You are right now, sir.
Of the body is something
you are
else.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, is the secret is your pure prana? Are you using? Is it because of that? Your anti-aging?
Definitely, sir. Yeah, I'm using it from last. This has been designed about way back in about 6 years to 8 years. I've been using this from last 6 to 8 years. Now today I have come out. I'm satisfied with this product.
Shastri Garu, because of you, you will be saving the humanity, great humanity. I wish, everybody uses, even as long as there are no side effects, and which you are telling, and even Dr. M.S. Reddy is also, as a great scientist, he's also here. He's also commending you. Seems to be there is a lot of merit in your product, and hopefully, and also you showed one of the great agency of India, CCMB, has certified the test results that within 45 minutes, and it can eradicate up to 98% of whatever there's something you are showing. So it is something like, greatest achievement, and more to come. And we will be doing more shows in the interest of the humanity. We want to showcase a great people like you in the interest of this saving the entire world. We want the world to be living in a peaceful world and no more this biological headaches or any problematic problems. Thank you very much. And we will come back with more of the doctors next time in our show. We are going to bring in more of RP doctors, and we'll be bringing more doctors from India. And of course, Dr. Reddy Garu also, you had to be there here. You're one of the world's famous virologists or scientists with a lot of patents, and where you also submitted going for the Nobel Prize winner. And, coming months, we want to celebrate that. So definitely, we will come back to you, Shastri Garu. We are not going to leave you. You are a man, we need you. So we are going to be doing more shows. Thank you, and stay tuned. And we'll come back with more guests and with more episodes on the Shastri Garu for this wonderful product called Pure Prana. And as he says that his website he has given, if anybody would like to know more about this product, to get in touch with Shastri Garu, please visit the website www.pureprana.in, PUREPRANA.in. So thank you very much for your time. Stay tuned. Open Talk with Sridhar Chillara. I'm signing off. Thank you.